Hello everyone. Hope you're all doing good. Welcome to this session where we are going to discuss about one of our product, which is Ginjer IoT Analytics platform. And before we move forward, I would like to introduce myself to you all. Myself, Devendra Dhawan. I'm a pre-sales manager with SenRa Tech, and I've been associated with SenRa from almost 4 months now. I have total of 7.5 years of experience, where I've worked on various projects and domains. Some of the domains, some of my favorite domains are embedded TMI, DEC, and IoT. And to be specific, Laura, when I've been working from last 3.5 years. Education wise, I have electronics and management background with me. Okay, so this is how our agenda would look like for today. Initially, we will go through what is SenRa, what all we do, our products and services. Then we'll directly move towards our product, which is Ginjer, and then we'll see what is Ginjer and what all features and outcome it can offer you as a user, how it works, and there are some predefined solutions and devices for you. Then what all do we need for a demo, and then in the last we will have a demo followed up with a Q&A session. Okay, I'll also share my contact details with you in the end, so that if you guys are working on the solution and if you need any support, you can always reach us back. Okay, so moving forward, as I said, that SenRa is a startup company which started in 2017. We are based out of Delhi, India, and we are a pan-India LoRaWAN network operator. Okay, we started working outside India also, and we are a contributing partner for LoRaWAN Alliance, and we have done a lot of project in the past. Then this is how our journey looks like. It has been an adventurous one. So we started in May 17th, and then we did some projects and Delhi NCR and Amritsar also we did one project which was based on a smart parking solution in October 2018. So in this case, in this use case, customer was having issue like there was a road junction where they were having illegal parkings on the road, because of that there was traffic and pollution a lot. So to rectify this, what we did, we basically installed a parking sensor, and whenever there's a illegal parking in the area, the sensor will intimate the administration, and they can come issue a challan or pick the vehicle up from there, and accordingly they were able to solve the traffic issue as well as the pollution issue in the area. Okay, this project is running successfully today also, and in by 2018 we were able to do 3 4 projects, big projects, or I would say interesting projects. Okay, and by 2019 Feb, what happened that some of our customer came to us and they asked if we can support them somehow on visualizing the data that they were getting from the system, from the network. And what we did, we basically developed some application for them, and roughly it took us 6 months to do so for one of our customer, and then another 6 months for another customer. So it took 1 year completely just for visualization, providing visualization to two of our customer, which actually is a very huge time, if you want to implement such solution. So we realized this, and then because of this issue, we launched the first version of Ginger. Okay, so that people can use this solution. In Feb 19th, we launched it, and by the end of December 2019, we were able to cover 60 cities. These are all proactive deployments that we kept on doing throughout the year. And what happened in 2020 April, you can see that we released the second version of Ginger, and the most important upgrade which I can tell you is like as I was saying that it took us 6 months to configure this solution for some of our customers. But today in Ginjer, you can do it in 2 to 3 days easily. Okay, so Ginjer is based on low code structure, so you won't have to do a lot of coding. Okay, and you will be able to configure your solution within 2 or 3 days. Which anyway, I'll be showing you how you can do that within less than an hour also today. Okay, so anyway, obviously we will be not doing a lot of admin level features, but yes, we will see a basic configuration setting. Okay. So yes, so by the end of 2020, we had 74 cities covered under network also, and by the end of 21, we have a plan of roughly 100 cities to be covered. Okay, so this is our these are all proactive deployments that we keep on doing to cover all the major cities. If you want any information on this, you can always log on to our website and see if your city is covered or not. If not, and you want the coverage, you can always reach us also, and we can discuss the possibility of putting up a network there. Okay. So now coming to our product and services. So we provide end-to-end solution where what would happen, like if it is a parking solution, let's say you want a smart parking solution. So what we'll do, we'll provide smart parking sensor. Then we will provide the network, the gateways, the network server, and then the application server also. Then in the end, we will provide an mobile application also. So it's an end-to-end solution where we take care of all the things. Okay. But in case, let's say you have your own sensor and or your own application server, so in that case, we can always provide our network services also to you. Okay. And for people who are already having some setup till the network server, we can always provide our IoT analytics platform, which is Ginjer 2.0. And this is what anyway we want to discuss today. So moving forward, Ginjer, as I said, is an IoT analytics platform, and it has a lot of powerful tools with it. Okay, you can do real-time visualization, and there are different kind of widgets that are supported, and it supports LoRaWAN currently, but in future we have a plan of adding non-LoRaWAN devices also. We have already tested it with a few other technologies. Okay, so one of the important thing to see here is that you can make a free account also on Ginjer, and it will give you one user and 5 devices free of cost. Okay, so I'll be also using a free account only, so you'll be able to see what a free account with a free account, what all you can do. Okay, so Ginger actually is very popular now. So as you can see, it is being used in 40 countries, and this account is again increasing rapidly. Okay, so some of the feature, as I said, the real-time visualization, you can do the mapping visualization also, which means you can always see your device on the map. If it is a tracker, obviously it will give you data on the map, and even if it is not a tracker, you can always have location. You can always put a installation location lat long into the configuration, and you'll be able to see it on the map. Okay, where it is. Now, why it is important? This I will tell you during the demo part. Then you can do device management. You can monitor their health and status continuously. You can generate a lot of very detailed reports also using this. And in the last, obviously, you have alerts and notification. So depending upon any input data, you can configure alerts like emails, SMS. Then maybe send some sort of downlink command to a device, which in most of the use cases are actuators only, maybe to switch off one AC or switch on the AC depending upon the temperature of the room. So we can have all this sort of notifications and alerts for users. Okay. As I said that we have a lot of widgets on for your visualizations. As you can see, KPIs, graph, tables, counters, charts are there, and also you can view your devices on the graph also. So recently we added custom floor maps also, which is actually a very interesting feature. Uh, Using custom floor maps, what you can do, you can upload basically a image of a floor map of any indoor location or any location where generic maps doesn't work, and using this you can put a lot of beacons and under the sensor installation just to track people. Okay, so beacon can help you track people, and you can put different sensors to see where it is installed in, let's say, in an office, and you can keep on changing that if any installation site is being changed. Okay, so mainly this is for indoor tracking. So that also I'll show you during the demo. Now, some of the admin level features are you can always manage your users, add device hardware, and anyway, Ginger comes with a lot of pre-configured devices, but you can always add new hardware into it. You can always create new solution. You can integrate it with third-party mobile apps, connect it to any network, so it doesn't matter from which network your data is coming. Ginger will obviously always take the data and basically represent it. Doesn't matter which network you will use. Ginger is also available on mobile app, and it is on both Android and iOS. This is how Ginger works. As we have been already discussing, there is an analytics part, data visualization part, device management, connectivity, and normalization. As I said, that it won't matter that which particular network you're using. So in the end, it will all be just data for you. Doesn't matter if you're using 10 different networks also. Then we have a database to save your sensor data. Then we also provide application configuration file if you want to take this data out to your custom applications. Okay. So Ginger, as I said, that it comes with some predefined solution also. Some of these solution are U-freeze. U-freeze is basically a solution for code chain monitoring. So it has an app also, and it has some pre-configured sensor, and everything is there. So if you use any of these pre-configured solution, your time for configuration is reduced significantly. Okay. Then we also have clean bin, which basically is for smart bins. Okay. Then we have ufind for smart tracking applications. We have ubeam for smart street light applications. Upark for smart parking solutions. Okay. So these are some of the pre-configured solution, and one of the benefit, as I've already mentioned, is that it reduces your configuration time a lot. Okay, and using these solutions, you can have a very specific feel of what this solution would look like. Now we will move towards the demo part. Up till now, we have discussed like what all features are there and what it offers to you. But obviously now we'll move towards the demo, and in order for us to have a proper demo setup, you will need few things like one is obviously this LoRaWAN enabled sensor. Then we have LoRaWAN gateway, and a network server is should be there. Then we will take Ginger, and we will send the data from network server to Ginger. Okay. So in my case, I have a cold chain module with me, which basically has an internal sensor for temperature and humidity, then an external probe for temperature also. Okay, so it will be sending three sensor data. Then I have another device which is RS232 to LoRaWAN converter, and this white device, if you see, this device basically will read any data coming on RS232 port and send it to LoRaWAN. So this device basically comes in very handy in many of the industrial application. Okay, so I'll be simulating the serial output using a software called Docklite, and I will send some sort of dummy data on the peripherals, and that same we should receive on the server itself. Then on the gateway, I have this indoor gateway running in my office. Then on the network side, we have SenRa's network server along with me. Okay, so from SenRa's network server, we will push data to Ginger. Okay, so now we'll move towards the demonstration part. Let me just open up the browser. Okay, so this is how anyway this is website. So what you have to do, you have to just log into senraco.com, and this is where you will land. So you can find a lot of information here on our product and services. So under solution, you can see that we have a lot of solutions listed there. You can always click and see what all these are about. Then we have our products and services. Then under this network coverage, you can see where all our network is. Let me just quickly show you this. Okay, so you can see that we have covered a lot of cities, as we have been talking. Roughly 74 cities are already covered. Okay, then we have our IoT marketplace also, where you can just go and uh, purchase the products. Okay, then obviously in our case, we'll be looking to use our network server and our IoT analytics platform. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just under login, you can see that LoRaWAN network server. Then we have Ginjer also. So let me just open our SenRa networks, SenRa portal, then Ginjer also. Okay, so I'll close this. So this is how the front page of our network server, our SenRa portal would look like. In my case, I have one account, but in your case, you might not be having the account, so you can just quickly go and create one. So if you want to create one, again, it offers you one gateway and 5 devices free of cost. You can just add your details here and create an account. It will send a verification email to you, and once you verify, you can have your account. Okay, so again, I am also using a free account on both Send Network Server and Ginger app also. Okay, uh, so this is how the front page looks in my case, and obviously in your case these things would not be there because I have already registered some of the devices here. Okay, so what would happen that these things will not be there. Okay, so you can see that I have one gateway here with me. Okay, then 3 4 devices are there. So we will be using currently this device, and we will be using this device. Okay, so let me just configure this device. So in order to basically send the data from here to Ginger, what we have to do, we have to click on this here, then go into settings of the device, then we will come to notification target, enable it, and then we have to select Ginger here in the list. Okay, so once you select Ginjer, it will ask for authorization key, and this authorization key will be on our Ginjer app. So let me just go back to Ginjer, and again, if you don't have an account, you can always create one, add these details, and it will give you a free account for one user and 5 devices free. Okay, so in my case, I have the account. I will just simply log in. Okay, so this is how it would look like. I have no project or nothing right now here. So first thing that we need to do is we need to find the authorization key, where basically using with that key we will integrate it with the SenRa portal. Okay, so if I go under setup here, you can see on the left we have a lot of we have few options here, like project, user, setup, license, and all. So let me just go under setup, and I'll go under network here. Okay, I'll explain these few features later on. Let me just configure the network server first. So as you can see that we have SenRa dev here and SenRa production here. So SenRa development accounts are the free accounts, and SenRa production account are the paid accounts, which have a lot of features, which anyway we will discuss in some other videos or webinar. Okay, so in my case, I'll be using a free account. So what we'll do, we'll just simply click here. Okay, so as you can see that it is showing a Ginger key. Okay, so if you want another key, you can just simply generate some Ginger key, and you have to just copy this key and go back to your device here on the portal and paste this and click save. Okay, so currently it is showing inactive because this system has not communicated with Ginger. So I will do the same with this device also. Again, I'll click here, go under setting, and in the notifier I will enable it, select Ginger, and add authorization key and click save. Okay, so this is how we basically integrated. There's one more key that we need. So what we'll do, we'll just go under here on our network portal and click on edit account info. Okay, so if you scroll down, you can see there's one key generated here. So let me just regenerate it because I already have some integration in the past. So let me just copy this key, and this key will go here. Okay, so I will name it, let's say, SenRa Development Network. Okay, and I will click save. So using this, my network and my Ginjer app, my network server and Ginjer app is now integrating. So whatever data comes here will be sent directly to my Ginjer account. Okay, so this is about the SenRa portal. So let me just give you a walkthrough here also. So under setup, if you see, we have devices. So these are some pre-configured devices, and most of these are very popular hardware. So if you can if you're using one of these, you can easily configure your application. Okay, then we have a lot of pre-configured solutions, and for just for your reference, solutions are basically logical what you can say, combining of similar sort of data. Like if, let's say, I'm working on cold chain monitoring application, and I'll be using multiple sensors. Okay, and most of them would be only temperature sensor. So because obviously in cold chain, temperature is the most important aspect. So it is actually logical that we combine all of these sensor data into one single solution, so that we can keep on monitoring all these sensors at a single place. Okay, so that is why we have specific solutions also for your application. So as I've been mentioning, U beam, U freeze, U park, U find, U clean, all these things are there. But in your case, you might obviously be working on some custom application, so you might need to have your own custom solutions. So that option is also there. As you can see, I have some solutions already with me. These are all custom solution, and you can also add one by going here. Okay, then we have a mobile app also for our pre-configured solution. Okay, and now obviously we have mobile app for Ginjer also. Then under network, we have already seen, and obviously, as I was saying, that you can use any network. So currently, like SenRa portal is also our product. So if it comes pre-configured here, but in case you're using some other network, you can always go to add new network, then add all these details, and you can save. So currently, we support HTTP protocol, but we have tested the platform with MQTT also and GSM technology also. So in coming time, you can use NB-IoT and normal these HTTP and MQTT protocol also to send any data. It doesn't have to be LoRaWAN data also. Okay. So as I said, that we are open to all the network also. Okay. Then here under user, if you see what is here, that currently I'm using a free account, so that is why only one user is allowed. So for those who want to understand what are users, so let's say if you're working on one project. Okay, let's say if it is a cold chain project, so you have a big fridge where you're storing some sort of vegetables, and it has to be like on 0 degree only. Okay, so you will have a plant manager, and then you will have a floor manager, and you will have CEO also. Okay, so obviously if you're working on a project, all these different people will have different roles and responsibilities. Okay, so as per their roles and responsibilities, you can add them and give them access to this project. Okay, so let's say if the floor manager's duty is just to monitor data and see if there should be no issue, the door of the fridge should always be closed. So in that case, you give them access of that data only. Okay, so obviously in my case, I'm the single user, so I have admin right here, as you can see, and I will have the complete access. Okay, so here you can add new users. You can invite new users and add them here and give them access as per their roles and responsibility. Okay, so in our case, what would happen, like we have to make a solution first. Okay, so the steps to basically work on Ginger is you go to setup and obviously integrate your network, then go to solution, create a new solution. Okay, so let me just quickly create a new solution. I will name it demo session solution. Okay, It is just for my reference, and I can give it some description also as per my liking. And I'll be working on let's say temperature data also. So devices I will be using, I have, as I said, that I have a cold chain module with me. And then I have one more device which should be in the end, this RS232 to LoRaWAN converter. Okay, so these are the two devices that I'll be using. Let me just click save. Okay, so once it is done, in the end you can see this is here now. Demo session solution. It has two devices right now, and it has zero output configured, and obviously we need to configure the output. Okay, so if I go to configure, I will see this page. So what I'll do, I'll select some output. Let's say my main output is temperature. Okay, so I will give some condition. Let's say if it is less than 10, then in that case temperature is too cold, and I will give it some icon, and obviously blue is represented for cold. Then let us select another condition where, let's say, if temperature is greater than 40 degree, it should be obviously too hot, and I will give again some icon, and in case of hot, red represents the hot. Okay, then another condition I can give, if it is greater than 10. Okay, then it should say moderate, and in that case you can select this. Let me just correct this filling, and color, in that case let me just give blue color. Okay, now how this conditions will help us, and where it will be useful, I will just tell you in a bit. Okay, and obviously we have another device also, so I will add another output. Okay, so that output is output 1, which is my RS232 data. Okay, so if it is not equal to, let's say, 0, because in this case we are not doing a lot with the data. In this case, whatever payload is coming, we are extracting the temperature, humidity, and the temperature of external probe, then battery and other parameters also. But in this case, I'm just sending the complete payload on output. Okay, because obviously RS232 data will change, will vary depending upon your application or the machine you're using it with. Okay, so we'll keep it simple in this case. RS232 data. Let me just give it some icon. Let's say this one, and color I can give it. Let's say this one. Okay. Okay. No other condition, and I'll click save. Okay. So where these conditions will come in handy? Let me just okay. Let me just change it to green, the moderate one, because we already had blue. Okay, so let me just now go to project, and obviously once you have made your solution and configured it, you have to go to project, and under project you just name some project. Let's say Ginjer Ginjer demo solution session project. Okay, so this is just the name, and I can just paste it. Oh, I did a spelling mistake here. Let me just correct it. And again, the description solution, if I click, there are some pre-configured solution as we have seen, and then we have demo session solution. Let me just click that, because this is what we just configured. And as I said, that I have a limit of 5 devices only in a free account. Okay, so I'll be using 2 devices, so I'll give the 2 device limit here, and this basically is a license distribution, because you will be having multiple devices and you will be having multiple projects also. So as per your project, you can set this license distribution limit. Okay, so in my case it is 2. Okay, so you can see there are 0 users right now apart from me, then there are 0 cluster, and then there are 2 devices, but currently we have not added any of the devices. We have configured it for 2 devices, but we have not added anything. Okay, so if I click on this here now, so you will come to dashboard. So again, there are few other options, as you can see here. Okay, So these options are there, and I will go through these options also. Let me just dashboard is the place where you will see all the data, and then there is cluster. Okay, so cluster basically, as we have as I've mentioned to you, that you can see you can have a map visualization also, where let's say all the devices that you're using would be there on a map, and you can just see their icon and the color of their icon, and you can tell which condition it is. So let me just show you that how it works and what is the relevance of this. Okay, so as I said that we also have floor plans, so this also I will show you in the last. So let me just name it demo cluster. Okay, then description again I can give it something for my understanding. Then solution, this one is our solution, and it will ask for a lat long. So what I'm doing, I'm just sitting in use of Sarai right now. So I will just select the use of Sarai lat long. Okay, and I will just paste it here, and I will click save. Okay, so once I click here, and you can see that it has one cluster here. Okay, and under this cluster there are no device available right now. Okay, so what we'll do now, we'll next go to the device, and we'll quickly add some device. One second, we'll add the device, then select the cluster, and as you remember that under this solution we added two devices only, so let me just add this cold chain module, and under this I have temperature as my main output. Name is name I can give anything, cold chain module, let's say, and we need to give dev UI also. So the dev UI is here. You can see I will just paste it here. Then again some description for my understanding can be given, and obviously the lat long again I have to give for this also. Okay, so let me just copy this one. Okay, and now the network is development network we are using, and the network is SenRa development network. If you remember, initially we configured this. Okay, so I will just click save now. So now this has been created. Quickly just add the other device also, and the other device is 232 to LoRaWAN converter. Main output is output 1, then this name is RS232 to LoRaWAN converter. Okay, and in this case we have the dev UI listed again here. Let me just copy it. I'll paste it here. Again, some description we can give. Then lat long, we would copy this. So basically on the map, these two should not collide. So what I'll do, I'll just give a basic variation in the lat long. Okay, so this also we'll see on the map. Okay, so now the network is again development account, and network key is this one, and I will save it. Okay. Uh, okay. So this is one thing. Now let us just see if everything is working fine on this end. I will just enable and save it again. Okay, so it should send some data now. Okay, you see now it is tick. Okay, so again I will just disable, because our network will check it for few readings, and if those readings are not coming, it will basically disable the notifier also here. Okay. So notification target. So in this case, as you can see, now you have some data coming in. Okay, so what I will do quickly, let me just go to the cluster, and if I zoom in on this here, you will be able to see where this device is installed. Obviously it is use of Sarai because we have given the location here. Okay, so currently if I click on the device view, you can see it is showing green icon. So if you remember initially when we went to our setup, and we configured the solution here, we configured, like, currently the temperature is how much, you can see 26.6 degrees. Okay, and this condition will be met, so it is green right now. Okay, So what I will do, let's say, let me make it 25 and save it. Okay, so if I now again refresh this page and again zoom it, go to the device view, you can see that it is red now. Okay, so you can see that basically the conditions that we were given, that we were giving initially in the solution, is basically to help you see what is the condition of the device in what state it is. Like I can just see this map and I can tell, okay, the temperature is over 25, so I need to maybe to go and do something. If the temperature is less than 10, if it is more than 10 and less than 40 range, then we can go into if it is greater than 40 degree or 25 degree. So I don't need to even go to my device to see the data. I can just have a basic idea here itself. And right now you're seeing only one device here, because if you remember we configured two, you're not seeing two because the another device has not sent any data as of now, which you can see here also. So you can see the too hot condition is here. So it is saying too hot also. Okay, so let me just go back and change it to 40. Okay, and again save it. So what I'll just refresh quickly. So it should again come back to a green and moderate condition. Okay, so this is about our data. So this device is sending data every 1 minute, which you can see here on the timestamp also. Okay, so if you want to see data from last 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, year, and custom data also you can put. Okay, so that is up to your reference. But anyway, this device we have switched on just now, so I'll be seeing only today's data. Okay, so let us just see this device also. So what would happen that I will use this software to send data. Let me just close it and start. So Doclight is basically a software which basically sends data to your serial port. Okay, so I will select my serial port COM port 3. This is the basic baud rate, and let me just give some dummy data. Let's say 1F, 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 1, and send it. Okay, so once it is sent, it will come here also. So let us just wait. You can see that it has some data is here now. Okay, so if we so you can see the complete payload is coming here now. Okay, so if I now go to the cluster and zoom in, and go under device view, you can see I can see two devices now. And the reason why I gave a different lat long, a slightly different lat long, is because of this, so that they don't basically are over each other on the map. Okay, so they are at the same place, but obviously to show them on the map, we just had to give a basic very little slight different on the lat long. Okay, so I guess this thing is clear now. Our data is coming. So if I go back to this, and if you remember, we give this color to the not equal to zero condition in this case, and obviously we're not sending zero data. So let me just show you. We can send, let's say, some other data also. Let's say F0, F0. Okay, sorry. Then CT, anything random I can set. Okay, so I click this, send OK. It will come here now. So you can see the data has already come here. Okay, so now once the data starts coming, I will go to analytics, and under analytics I'll create a new page. Let's say demo analytics. Okay, then under this I will add new widget. Let's say chart in my case. I will click OK. We'll give it name, let's say temperature. Okay, solution is demo solution. Output is, obviously we have four output coming from two sensors. I will select this one, and I want today's data on to be on the chart. Then if I will select my cluster, and under cluster you see we have two devices, but this data is coming from cold chain, so I will just check on that only. Then we'll move next, and obviously it's a line chart and bar chart option we also have. So I will select the line chart, and it should select it should measure the value on the y-axis, and then we have x-axis and time. You can always select minimum, maximum, sums, and all, but obviously I want the current value. Then again I'll click save. So once I click save, it will take some time. In the meantime, let me just have this. So what I'll do, so you see this is coming. Now what I can do, I can just quickly go on to report and give some date and generate a report. So I need to select my solution also, and I will create generate, and I will have all this. You can always download it. Then I can create some alerts also, and under alert I can give it name temp monitoring. I will give some cluster name, temperature. I can give it readings, and under advanced setup I can customize for some downlink and custom SMS. Okay, so in our case it is not required, so we'll just move forward. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Okay, and monitoring solution, then the device, and then what? Okay, this. Okay, this we can change like custom SMS, and then these things would be for a downlink to control some sort of actuator, but obviously in our case we don't have that, so we will not be doing this here. And 1 second, I guess. Okay, so give this name temp monitoring, select this, give some value. Okay, let condition, if it is equal to, let's say, right now temperature is 26. If it is let's say greater than 25, condition I will give. Okay, sorry, I can add multiple conditions, but in my case I'll just add one condition, and you can see that I have one user only, and I obviously it's a free account, so I can send email only. SMS is a paid service. So if I click OK, and then I will select my cluster, enable it, then obviously this device is what is sending the data. So now we'll just wait for the next data to come in. So once the data comes in, I will have a notification with me. Okay, so this device, it sent data uh, at 51. The next data should come any second now. Okay, so we are just waiting. Okay, you can see, so next data came, and then obviously you can see this notification here, and it will send an email also to me. And now what can happen, that obviously once this is an active notification, which means that this notification has been generated, and let's say if I am basically having responsibility of handling it, so what I'll do, I'll acknowledge it, that yes, I've seen this notification and I'm on it. And once this notification is handled, what I'll do, I'll just archive it. Okay. So once it is archived, it means it has been handled. Okay. So let me just disable notification. Otherwise, it will keep on sending me the notifications. And on Okay, this was about our alerts and notifications. Then let us just go back to analytics. I will try to add a few more widgets here. So I will again go to add new widget. Then let's say we select a table this time. And under table, what we can do, we can just put the latest value of the sensor. So in my case, let's say we add summary here. So under summary, what we'll do, we will try to add all these devices. Okay, so both devices I will select in this case, and I will go move forward, and then I can always select which all things I need, like temperature. I need temperature from the external probe, humidity, and the output one. And let's say dev UI I can see, then let's say payload and RSSI, SNR, and timestamp of the data, and I will just click save. Okay, so what it will do, it will give me all these like device UI of then temperature from the probe, humidity, then the output, RSSI, SNR, payload, timestamp, everything is coming here. Okay, so this is from the latest value. It is not that it will show me a historic data. It will just show me the latest value of the temperature and the device. So let us just send some more data here also. Okay, so it should change like uh, okay. So let us just send something else on this data. So what we'll do, we'll just delete this one. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Okay. So if I click send here, this data should also change. You see, this has been changed. Okay, and notification we have already done. Then okay, so now this device I published on dashboard. Then this, let's say again, I will publish on dashboard. I can add another widget. Let's say it should be KPI. Okay, and then it should be external temperature probe from the probe. Okay, so let me just select this temperature and then current, obviously. Then cluster I will select. Then obviously it is coming from my cold chain module. Then it will measure the value. Okay, and then I will just click save. So you can see it right now the temperature is 24.40. We can go and see it here also, 24.4. Okay, so under analytics I can again, let's say, pin it to my dashboard. Similarly, I can add something for my let's say humidity also. Okay, so this is for humidity. Solution is this, or let's say again this current time only demo cluster, and this is coming from this data, and minimum value is 0, maximum is 100. Okay, so let us just go down. You can see humidity is also here. So I can just now move all these as per my liking. I can just click on this move widget button and I can just make them go as per my liking. Okay, so I can arrange them like if I want this on the top and I want it somewhere else, so I can just rearrange and then click OK. Okay, so if I go to the dashboard now, you see on the public dashboard there's nothing, and on this dashboard I have three widgets which I assigned here. So basically public dashboard would be the dashboard where all the users, the different users that you have assigned under the project can see the data. So until unless I publish them, they won't be able to see it. So this is basically my admin level dashboard, and once it is published, it will go to this public dashboard also, and here all the users will be able to see it. So currently like only temperature data is coming here, so all the users will be able to monitor this only. So I can just publish this also, and they will be able to see this also. Okay, so I can unpublish it also from here if I want, Okay, so this is basically admin level feature where I can basically uh, basically I can select what all data the users will see. Okay, so this is what this is about Ginger, and if you want to remove it, you can just simply go and unpublish it. And here also you can just see publish all public option is here. You can again publish it back on the public dashboard from here. And if you want to remove it from dashboard also, you can just go under analytics and then unpin from dashboard. Okay, so if I unpin from dashboard and I now again go back to dashboard, you see there's no table coming now. Okay, so this is how things work here. Okay, so under alert, one more thing I would like to mention here, like in this case, what was happening that it was sending alert after only one reading. So what happens that let's say if you want some sort of alerts in hierarchy wise manner. I'll tell you one case study where one of our customer was storing meats into this big fridge, and it obviously has to be in sub-zero temperature only. So if you keep the fridge door open for let's say 2-3 minutes, so the temperature would increase over zero, and it will start spoiling the meat which was stored inside it. So what they wanted that the first notification, if let's say someone has opened the door, first notification should go to let's flow manager, and let's say if temperature is coming every 10 minutes, the flow manager would have 10 minutes to go and resolve the issue. But in case he fails to resolve the issue in 10 minutes, then the next reading will come, and the next alert will go to let's say the plant manager, his superior. Basically you can basically increase the level here. Then what will happen that the plant manager will have again another 10 minutes to go and resolve the issue and to check what happened. Then even if he fails to do so, then the third reading after 10 another 10 minutes will go to let's say CEO. So that way, what you just have to do, if you have made, let's say, one alert with reading one here, number of reading before alert is sent one, so this will go to your plant manager. Then I can create another one with number two here, which will go to, and under recipient, I have to select my plant manager here. Then I can make another one and put number three here, and under recipient, I can select the CEO. Okay, so this is how you can basically send the alerts in hierarchy way, also hierarchy wise manner also. Okay, so this is one another these are very small cool features that we have in Ginger. So I just want to give you a brief on our floor plan map also now. So if you see under cluster we have building. I can just quickly name it, let's say SenRa office building. Total number of floor is one. Description anything I can give. Then if I scroll down lat long again, I can just give Yusuf Sarai lat long. Our office is in Yusuf Sarai. Okay, so quickly just copy it. Oh, sorry. And then click next. Then I would have to upload a PNG file here. So what I'll do, I have our office floor plan with me. So once done, I will just save it. Okay, so name it floor one. Okay, so now this is how it would look if I open it. You can see that this is our office, and I can just put any BLE beacon anywhere, and anyone with a GPS tracker passing nearby will be detected, and I can track people indoors. Okay, even I can install some sensors here and there, and based on that I can see from where this data is coming. So sensor mapping is another option that you can do. Okay, so let me just show you a running project on this. So let me just switch my account to our demo account, and okay, so this account, this project that we are doing is basically an agriculture project where we are controlling the valve of water meter, basically valve from the pipelines to basically control the soil moisture. So, depending upon soil moisture, we have a set value of, and if basically soil moisture reduces below that value, we will increase the we will switch on the valve, and it will sprinkle the water over the area, and if it when it reaches back to the normal level, it will switch off the valve. So you can see all these details on the graph on the dashboard here. Okay, so there's no water leak, valve is open currently, so that is why you can see that some spike in the moisture level. Then moisture level is zero point 0.6 right now. Soil temperature is 20.79. Then soil temperature change over the days. Okay, outdoor humidity and outdoor temperature. Then outdoor humidity, like historical data. Okay, so under this project, we only have two devices. One is an agriculture sensor, which is measuring all these parameters, and another is smart emitter, which basically is to control the valve. Okay, on the cluster, you can see that this is a map. Let me just open it. So you can see that at this place, my agriculture sensor is installed, and at this place, my smart emitter is installed. So similarly, you can just put your devices, map your devices on the map, and obviously I can again put in a BLE beacon here to track someone indoor. So anyway, this is an outdoor situation, so normal maps would also work. But if it is indoor, we can always do such tracking indoors. Okay, so this is a running project, uh, and you can see the data also here. So that was it from our end on the demonstration. So if you guys have any questions, you can always reach us on these given details. And we have some learning, like we have one user manual for Ginjer here for you. I will show you where it is. Then we have some videos on YouTube channel on our YouTube channel where you can just go and study what all these platforms do. Then obviously, if there's something else, you can always reach us on our mail address and contact number. We have our tech support ID also listed here. So you can just take a screenshot of this slide, and based on that, you can contact us later. Okay. And then we have that's it from our end. So I hope you learned something during this session. And if there's anything to be discussed, you can always reach us back. Okay. Thank you. Bye.